Hello, I believe we are live. Hello, Xavier St. John has joined. We all know what teams he wants. Germany, Poland, amongst others. Well, I think it's go time, so since Xavier is here, that's all we need. That's the green light. So hello, Europe. Hello, Los Galacticos fans, of which there are 12. Yes, Turkey will be saved for Ahmed, of course. Yes. So how this is going to work. All of the Galacticos players are on these sheets of paper. Then the teams have been divided up into 3 pots. Yellow for 1, pot 2 is pink, pot 3 is green. Gonna pick a team, then a name for each pot. Put the names back in for the second pot, and so on. Some serious sass coming from Xavier there towards Ahmed. Anyway, we're gonna do this the old-fashioned way. We're gonna pick it out of 2 hats: Manchester United and Carlsberg, 2 Euro 2020 strongholds. And then, if I can, I'm gonna write up people's countries on the whiteboard over my shoulder. All right, this is your captain speaking. Let's go. Gonna start off with pot 3. The lesser teams build up towards the bigger teams. Now, bear with me. These are sticky notes. So, perfect example, things will get sticky. Hey. So we've got 8 teams in here. These teams are as follows: Turkey, Finland, Russia, North Macedonia, Scotland, Czech Republic, Slovakia, and Hungary. And in this Carlsberg hat, we'll go our own names. Thankfully, there are 8 names, so it works out well. Although nobody has yet to give me a tenner on Revolut, but we'll pick that up later on. So, the 8 names are in. Oh, they're in now. The 8 teams are in. Let's get this show on the road. So, if we can. The first team, the first sticky paper team to be drawn out of the hat for the Euro 2020 Los Galacticos sweepstake is Hungary. Yes, you can't read that. It's backwards for you, I think. So it's Hungary. They are, of course, the other team in the group of death. And who will have Hungary this summer? It will be. Only have one. Tomas, aka Tommy Two Touch. So he gets the first team out of the hat this summer. Right, we need to move this along. We've got 31 more or 23 more teams to go. 23, Jordan. Am I right? Okay. Second out of the hat. That's Hungary gone. Let me take note of that so I can let people know who's left. Hungary gone. Second up. Turkey. Here we go. Who is going to get Turkey? Second out of the hat. And it's Ahmed! It's the one everyone wanted! For anyone who doesn't know, he grew his beard long there a while back and we said he looked Turkish. Got him a Turkey jersey for his birthday. What a result for the neutrals everywhere. It's what they wanted to see. On to the third team. Okay, these sticky notes are really starting to stick now. This is becoming a bit less transparent, or maybe too transparent. I'm trying to pick one that isn't stuck here. Okay. Third out of the hat. Finland. Who will be getting Finland this summer? Feels like a Ross McCarthy team because of the obvious Finnish puns. Oh, that's the teams. I need to pick a name. My bad. First time doing this. Right. Third out of the hat. Ah, it's Ross. Try tell me this isn't rigged now. He gets all the Finland puns this summer. Pookie can't finish and whatnot. Next up. So, just to give you an update, Finland are gone, Turkey are gone, Hungary are gone. That leaves Russia, North Macedonia, Scotland, Czech Republic, and Slovakia in this pot. And it's North Macedonia. The underdogs this summer, I believe. The rank outsiders. Who will be getting North Macedonia? And it's Niall. Someone tell him because he doesn't check his WhatsApp. Alright. That leaves... Really need to get a move on here. That leaves Russia, Scotland, Czech Republic, and Slovakia. God, the sticky notes are really sticking now. Right, here we go. Next up. Creepers. And it's Russia, who of course had a great World Cup the last time. Who will have Russia this summer? And it's Alex, one of the two people watching. Shout out to Alex. You got Russia. You've got Golovin and co. He's the only one I can think of right now. So that leaves Scotland, Czech Republic, and Slovakia. Next up. It's the Czechs. Check that out. Czech Republic. And who's left here is myself, Andy, and Nicholas. What team is this? Czech Republic. Who is getting Czech Republic? And it's me. Yes. Delighted. Really a team of the past, but hey, I hear they've got a great future. So two teams left. It's Scotland and Slovakia. And it's Andy and Nick, I believe. First up is Slovakia. Not much to say about them, to be honest. Who will be next? Is it Nick? Is it Andy for Slovakia? It is Nicolas Mutu. Don't know why I said that like that. I wanted to emphasize the Nico. So that must mean picking up Scotland last out of the pot. Scotland, yes. If this isn't Andy, we're going to have some serious issues. Yes, it is Andy. And he's backing the Scots this summer. That concludes pot one. So just to reiterate off the top of my head, Nick got Slovakia. I got Czech Republic. Andy got Scotland. Ahmed got Turkey, of course. Ross got Finland. Alex got Russia. Niall got North Macedonia. And Tomas got Hungary. Now we need to get the name sorted again here. This is going to take a minute. Kit change. I am quite warm. But That's why I'm wearing the old Ireland kit, because I didn't want to wreck my new one. Right, the names are going back into the hat ahead of pot 2. Thanks, guys, for the likes. Make sure to like and subscribe. We're hoping to hit that magic 13 subscribers this summer ahead of the Euros. Plenty of content coming on the Galacticos channels in some way, shape, or form when we play. The Betdax Sunderland kit, I actually did come across that this morning. It is upstairs. Probably would have been a wise move to wear that for branding purposes. Okay, pot number 2. Let's go. 8 teams in here as well. What teams do we have here, you ask? Oh, we've missed. Switzerland, Croatia, the Netherlands. People will say they should be in pot 1. I don't listen to those people. Wales, Sweden, Poland, Austria, and the Ukraine. Having received a Ukraine training kit this morning myself, I would not mind if I got them. Okay, pot 2. Here we go. Welcome, Tomas. Are you hungry? Because you got hungry. First up out of pot 2. By the way, tell me if I'm shouting. I feel like I'm shouting. It's Switzerland. Yes. Can't think of any of their players right now. But who will get Switzerland, who are, I believe, the highest rated team in this pot based on world rankings? Switzerland goes to... Oh, there's 2 names. Controversial. Switzerland goes to Andy. So he was last out of the last pot and he's first out of this pot. So Andy takes Switzerland and they're gone. Xhaka, thank you. Next up, out of pot 2, we have Poland. Will it go to Ross? That's what everyone's asking. So Poland this summer is going to... It's going to Ross! You couldn't write it! He's surely going to get Germany now in pot 1. So Ross takes Poland. Okay. So we still have Croatia, the Netherlands, Wales, Sweden, Austria, and Ukraine. Oh yes, for transparency. Should have done that ages ago. Oh, they're starting to stick. This is where things get rather tricky. God almighty. Look what's happening here. Okay, got one. Ukraine. People say that what's his face isn't a midfielder. Zinchenko. The Ukrainians would beg to differ. Right, I need to pick somebody to get Ukraine. There's not much transparency going on here, but you get the gist. Okay, let's go. Who will get Ukraine this summer? And it's Alex. Nicely paired with Russia. Alex gets Ukraine. Right. Yarmolenko and Zinchenko. The boys. So we've got Croatia, Netherlands, Wales, Sweden, Austria. Still a couple of big hitters in there. Next up. Oh my god, I've ripped it. And it's stuck. Wales. Boo, boo. We hate Wales in Ireland. Boo. Okay. Who's going to get Wales? Again, transparency and all that. Basically just fondling a cap. Who gets Wales this summer? And it's Ahmed to go with Turkey. He will be wearing red this summer, that's for sure. Wales and Turkey for Ahmed. Now we need to rip these up. So that leaves Croatia, Netherlands, Sweden, and Austria. And I believe it leaves myself, Tomas, Niall, and Nick. I could be wrong. No, I'm right. Okay, next up is Croatia. Bit of Modric, bit of Perisic. Who will be backing the Croatians this summer? It will be their first game against England, of course. And it's Niall. Niall will be backing the Croats. That's a strong result. He's pairing them with North Macedonia. Okay, he needed a good team there, to be fair to him. What is going on? Okay, next up, pot 2. We have left the Netherlands, Sweden, and Austria. Everyone wants Netherlands. And it's Sweden. Victor Lindelof. More like Victor Lindesoft, am I right? Okay, who is getting Sweden this summer? Who is going to have to support Victor Lindelof for an extra 2 months of the year? God help whoever it is. And it's Nico. So that's Nico gets Sweden. Watch him try and buy a Victor Lindelof t-shirt off UnitedWeStand.com. Like all the other 12-year-olds. Okay, we've got 2 left. It's Netherlands and Austria. And it's myself and Tomas, I think. All eyes on Netherlands here. Yes, here they are. It's the Netherlands. Who will get the Netherlands? They were the big fish in this rather small pot 2 pond. We've got 2 names in there. I don't know if you can properly see. We've got 2 names. Here we go. And it's me. They called it in the comments. I've rigged it. I've got Netherlands. All part of my plan. Yes. What a result. UEFA couldn't corrupt this as good as me. So last out should surely be Austria. Yes, it is. It's Austria. And the last name out of the hat should be Tomas. He gets Austria to go with Hungary. So just to recap, Andy got Switzerland, Niall got Croatia, Phelan got the Netherlands, whoop whoop. Ahmed got Wales, Nicholas got Sweden, Ross got Poland, shock. Tomas got Austria, and Alex got Ukraine. But now we move on to the big boys. The big boys being Belgium, France, England, Portugal, Spain, Italy, Denmark, and Germany. Yes, Denmark are a surprise. I am surprised they are in there too. But they do actually have a decent team. They've got Delaney and Eriksson and Højbjerg and somebody else. Can't think. Schmeichel, that's the one. So it's time for the big boys. Belgium, I believe, are the determined favourites, maybe with France and England. Portugal are in the group of death with Germany and France. So here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Good counting. I could be a teacher. Anyway, let's go. The final 8 picks in pot 1 for this summer, the sweepstake. They're starting to stick together. It's pretty tricky. Okay, here we go. First up out of pot 1. And it's Portugal. One of the big hitters, defending Euros champions. Who will get Portugal? They're sticky notes, hence the stickiness. Don't be getting any ideas. Okay, first out of the hat for Portugal. Their final team. And it's Alex. So he finishes with Portugal, Russia, and Ukraine. Got there in the end. Not a bad trio, that. Next out of the hat. They're literally like becoming just one big clump. Second out of pot 2. Spain. Will they be putting the pain in Spain this summer? Who knows? Ferran Torres, Pau Torres. Who will get Spain? And it's Nicolas Mutu gets Spain. What can you say about that? Nothing really. He'll be having some tapas in Guadeloupe, no doubt, to celebrate. So that's Spain gone to Nicholas. That leaves Belgium, France, England, Italy, Denmark, Germany. Next up we have... Oh... It's England. It's your Declan Rice. It's your Jack Grealish. Oh, who will it be? So Nick finished off his trio, just to remind him. Spain, Sweden, and Slovakia. All the S's. Right, here we go. Who will get England? The team that nobody wants. The team that will no doubt ruin their chances at some point. And it's me! Of course it's me! Of course. Of course it had to be. Wearing the Ireland jersey that I believe Rice and Grealish both wore at one time. And I get England. Let's go. Let's get the Phil Foden hair. Okay. So that leaves Belgium, France, Italy, Denmark, and Germany. And it leaves Ross, Tomas, Niall, Ahmed, and Andy, I think. Oh, it's France. It's Mbappe. It's Benzema. Pogba. Who will be getting the tournament favourites? World champions, of course. And France goes to Ahmed. Boo. So Ahmed takes France, which gives him a trio of France, Wales, and Turkey. That's a strong three, I think. They could go far. Anyway, enough about him. Belgium, Italy, Denmark, and Germany remain, as do Andy, Ross, Tomas, and Niall. Next out of the hat, Germany. Could it be for Ross? Could he get his dream trio of Finland, Poland, and Germany? Who will be getting the Germans? It's Niall. Ooh, controversial. It didn't go to Ross. They know it's not rigged now. So Niall takes Germany. That leaves us with Belgium, Italy, Denmark, and leaves us with Andy, Ross, and Tomas. We've got 3 remaining in the hat. Here we go. Oh. Belgium. A lot of people's favourites. So will it be Andy, Tomas, or Ross that go with Belgium, that go with Lukaku and Hazard? It will be... It's Ross. Ross gets Belgium. Ross takes Belgium there to go with Poland and Finland. So we've got 2 left. Italy and Denmark. Tomas and Andy. Who will it be? One's Italy, one's Denmark. I feel like we know who we want in that pair, but who knows? Italy play the first game on Friday. First up out of the remaining 2, it's Denmark, which means Italy will be the last team coming out. But who will get Denmark? Will it be Andy? Will it be Tomas? One gets Denmark, one gets Italy. What will it be? There they are. Oh, you can't see. They're in there. We'll give this one a bit of a shake around. Will it be Andy or Tomas? Taking Denmark. It will be Andy! Andy takes Denmark, which must mean last up, the last team out. It's Italy. And unless I've made a right mess of this, it should be Tommy Two-Touch Tomas takes Italy. So let's recap. Get it? Recap what happened this afternoon with the whiteboard. So we have Ahmed's 3 teams are France, Turkey, and Wales. So France, Wales, and Turkey for Ahmed. Alex, his 3rd team was Russia. His team out of pot 2 were Ukraine. I can't really write properly. And his top team is Portugal. So it's Portugal, Ukraine, and Russia for Alex. Andy, pot 3, you got Scotland. Pot 2, Switzerland. And pot 1, Denmark. Don't think you'll be too happy with those 3. But you never know. Your host, your captain, your leader, your legend. First out in pot 3 for him was the Czech Republic. Check us out. We are not getting out of the group. Pot 2. I got Netherlands. Yes, I rigged that one well. Evened it up. Gave myself the checks to make you think that like I wasn't rigging it. And then I got Netherlands. Who would have known? And pot 1. The English. Yes. Pretended I didn't want them, but everyone knows that they actually have a good chance this year. So the rigging has been perfected. Niall. So my 3 were England, Netherlands, and Czech Republic. Niall started off with North Macedonia. Then he got Croatia in pot 2. That's a nice team to get out of pot 2. And followed up by Germany. So that's a strong pair for Niall. Germany and Croatia. So Germany, Croatia, North Macedonia for his 3. Yes, I did just call myself a legend. What are you going to do about it? Nico, pot 3, he got Slovakia. Pot 2, he got Sweden. And pot 1, he got Spain. So Spain, Sweden, and Slovakia for Nick. Ross, of course, pot 3, Finland. Finish. 2, he got Poland. And he wanted Germany out of pot 1, but it wasn't to be. Instead, he had to settle with Belgium. So that's Belgium, Poland, and Finland for Ross. And finally, Tomas, pot 3, he got Hungary, the other team in the group of death. Pot 2, Austria. And pot 1, Italy. So that's Italy, Austria, and Hungary. And there you have it. Boom. You can't read any of that, I just realized. So that was a complete waste of time. Ahmed, France, Wales, Turkey. Alex, Portugal, Ukraine, Russia. Andy, Denmark, Swiss, Scotland. Phelan, England, Netherlands, Czech Republic. Niall, Germany, Croatia, North Macedonia. Nico, Spain, Sweden, Slovakia. Ross, Belgium, Poland, Finland. And Tomas, Italy, Austria, and Hungary. Hungary. And that is it from this edition of Los Galacticos Euro 2020 Sweepstake. Will we be doing it again in 4 years' time? I do not know. You would like to think we'd be too old for video games by then, but hey, we'll still be waiting to win Division 1. So, with that, I might hold it up for a screenshot, but sure, it's backwards, is it not? It looks backwards to me. I mean, I don't know. I mean, will that work? Who knows? Anyways, I've got actual work to do. So like I said, guys, like, subscribe, follow us. This summer, we're coming at you. Division 1, we're going to try again and again. It's not backwards. Why does it look backwards to me? Well, there you go. It's there in all your glory. I'll just Put it in the group. Like, subscribe. See you in Division 1, possibly Division 4 soon enough. Peace. Peace and love, baby.